Today I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, reveal the books I bought this week, and somewhere on this episode is a mystery pop-up segment. Where will it be? It's a mystery. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching a Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro!
One, two, three, four.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. It's back, folks, the Summer of Superheroes. On the first episode of the Summer of Superhero series, I'm celebrating the 60th anniversary of Black Panther. Now I'm going to touch base on that later on, but for right now, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Alright, last time I asked, in the comics, which Avenger is not a founding member? Well, the correct answer is Captain America. And 7 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, your name's been entered in a drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this episode of the show is... Hey everyone! Now this month is also Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month. Now Tourette Syndrome is a disorder that involves repetitive movements or unwanted sounds, also known as tics, that can't easily be controlled. For instance, a person with Tourette syndrome might repeatedly blink their eyes, shrug their shoulders, or blurt out unusual sounds or offensive words. Tics typically show up between the ages of 2 and 15, with the average being around 6 years of age. Males are about 3 to 4 times more likely than females to develop Tourette syndrome. Although there is no cure, treatments are available. Many people with Tourette syndrome don't need treatment when symptoms aren't troublesome. Tics often lessen or become controlled after the teen years. Now tics, which are sudden, brief, intermittent movements or sounds, are the hallmark sign of Tourette syndrome. They can range from mild to severe. Okay, dang, I messed that up. Well, let's do it again. Hey everyone! Now this month is also Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month. Now Tourette Syndrome is a disorder that involves repetitive movements or unwanted sounds, also known as tics, that can't easily be controlled. For instance, a person with Tourette Syndrome might repeatedly blink their eyes, shrug their shoulders, or blurt out unusual sounds or offensive words. Tics typically show up between the ages of 2 to 15, with the average age being around 6 years of age. Males are about 3 to 4 times more likely than females to develop Tourette syndrome. Although there's no cure, treatments are available. Many people with Tourette syndrome don't need treatment when symptoms aren't troublesome. Tics often lessen or become controlled after the teen years. Now tics, which are sudden, brief, intermittent movements or sounds, are the hallmark sign of Tourette syndrome. They can range from mild to severe. Severe symptoms might significantly interfere with communication, daily functioning, and quality of life. Now, tics have different classifications. There are simple tics. Now, these are sudden, brief, and repetitive tics that involve a limited number of muscle groups. And then there's complex tics. These are distinct, coordinated patterns of movements that involve several muscle groups. Now, tics can involve movement or motor tics or sounds, which are known as vocal tics. Motor tics usually begin before vocal tics do, but the spectrum of tics that people experience is diverse. Now, there are common motor tics that are seen in Tourette syndrome. Now, the simple common motor tics are eye blinking, head jerking, shoulder shrugging, eye darting, nose twitching, and mouth movements. Now, the complex common motor tics are touching or smelling objects, repeating observed movements, stepping in a certain pattern, obscene gesturing, bending or twisting, and hopping. Now, there are common vocal tics that are seen in Tourette syndrome. Now, the simple vocal tics are grunting, coughing, throat clearing, and barking. Now, the complex vocal tics are repeating one's words or phrases, repeating others' words or phrases, and using vulgar, obscene, or cursing. Now, in addition, tics can vary in type, frequency, and severity, worsen if you're ill, stressed, anxious, tired, or excited, occur during sleep, change over time, and worsen in the early teenage years and improve during the transition into adulthood. Now, before the onset of motor or vocal tics, a person with Tourette syndrome will likely experience an uncomfortable body sensation or a premonitory urge, such as an itch, a tingle, or tension. Now, expression of the tic brings relief. With great effort, some people with Tourette syndrome can temporarily stop or hold back tics. Now, I personally know someone, an old college friend, who has Tourette syndrome, and also my junior high band director had it. And I can only imagine what a person with Tourette syndrome have to go through on a daily basis. I mean, to go through all that, and then a lot of times get ridiculed or made fun of. I mean, it's unfortunate and it's heartbreaking. And I just want to say this to anyone. Before you pass judgment on somebody because you don't understand them, listen. You might learn something. Please, sir. Please, ma'am. Now, this is a Tourette Syndrome Awareness Comic Hero tee. If you would like one just like this one, you will find them on comicheroshop.myshopify.com for $17, and I'll donate half of each purchase to the Tourette Association of America. All right, right here, I have 2 weeks worth of books. These are books that came out on May 29th and June 3rd. And then there are 2 other books that I ordered on mycomicshop.com. Well, I'm going to reveal what those books are. So here we go. First up is Absolute Green Lantern number 15. Absolute Wonder Woman number 20. Adventures of Superman Book of L number 9. The Amazing Spider-Man number 30. The Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Versity number 2. Batman number 163. Batman number 10. Now, let me explain something. You're probably wondering, how is there a number 163 and then a number 10? Well, the 163, which was the previous book, is the final issue of the previous volume. This is the 10th issue of the current volume. Just thought I'd clear that up. Batgirl number 20. Detective Comics number 1109. Doctor Strange number 7. Fantastic Four number 12. The Flash number 33. Generation X-23 number 4. Green Lantern number 35. The Infernal Hulk number 7. Iron Man number 6. JSA number 20. Justice League number 19. Justice League Unlimited number 19. Radiant Black number 42. The Sentry number 3. Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant number 5. Superman number 38. Thundercats Lost in Time. Thundercats Panther. Thundercats Silverhawks Thunderhawks number 2. The Ultimates number 24. The Uncanny X-Men number 29. Wade Wilson Deadpool number 5. Wonder Man number 3, X-Men number 30, and finally, Zatanna number 2. Woo! And with those that I just revealed, that brings the total number of comics I've bought since December of 1997 to 14,661. John Watson from Willard, Missouri. So congratulations, John. Win yourself a free comic hero tee. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode, and because I'm celebrating the 60th anniversary of Black Panther on this episode, this is a Black Panther question. Which actor attempted to develop and star in a Black Panther movie in 1992, but couldn't find the right script, the right director, and the right technology to do so? Was it A, Denzel Washington, B, Arsenio Hall, or C, Wesley Snipes? Alright, here's some hints to help. The first hint is that this actor is best known for starring in the Blade trilogy and reprising his role as Blade in Deadpool Wolverine. Now really, I shouldn't even mention the next two hints, but I'm going to do it anyway. The second hint, this actor has starred in movies like White Men Can't Jump, Demolition Man, New Jack City, U.S. Marshals, and Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. And then the third and final hint, this actor also starred in the 1992 film Passenger 57, where he coined the famous line, "Always bet on black." Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. Alright, due to the link to the mystery pop-up segment that you just saw, I'm not going to give away a free t-shirt. I did give away a free. I'm not going to feature a Throwdown Showdown fight or an Any Question segment. I'm going to save that for another episode. So with that being said, let's get to the comics I bought this week. Comic books I bought this week. Alright, here we go. First up, and I'm really excited about this book, is Absolute Catwoman number 1. Action Comics number 1099. I'm also excited about this one. Avengers Armageddon number 1. Barbara Gordon Breakout number 2. Captain Marvel Dark Past number 3. Daredevil number 3. Emperor Aquaman number 18. The Fury of Firestorm number 3. Green Lantern Corps number 17. The Mortal Thor number 11. The Sentry number 4. Space Ghost number 12. Speed Racer number 9. Supergirl number 14. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 19. Wolverine number 21. And finally, X-Men number 31. All right, that's 17, which brings the total number of comics that I've bought since December of 1997 to 14,678. All right, well, I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. Here's a question again for a free tea for next week's episode of the show. Which actor attempted to develop and star in a Black Panther movie in 1992, but couldn't find the right script, director, and technology to do so? Was it A, Denzel Washington, B, Arsenio Hall, or C, Wesley Snipes? All right, here's some hints to help. The first hint is that this actor is best known for starring in the Blade trilogy and reprising his role as Blade in Deadpool Wolverine. The second hint, this actor has starred in movies like White Men Can't Jump, Demolition Man, New Jack City, U.S. Marshals, and To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. And then the third and final hint, this actor also starred in the 1992 film Passenger 57, where he coined the famous line, "Always bet on black." Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in the drawing for a free tea on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to John Watson from Willard, Missouri, who won a free tea on this episode. All right, to kick off the Summer of Superheroes, I'm celebrating the 60th anniversary of Black Panther. Now, Black Panther was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and made its first appearance in Fantastic Four number 52 in 1966. Now, Black Panther's real name is T'Challa, and his superhuman abilities are the power to draw upon the knowledge, strength, and every experience of every previous Black Panther. He also possesses enhanced strength, endurance, speed, agility, reflexes, stamina, and senses, is a master hand-to-hand combatant and martial artist, is a highly proficient tactician, strategist, and inventor. He also possesses genius-level intellect, and he utilizes a vibranium suit and equipment. Now, throughout Black Panther's comic book history, he's also been an Avenger and a member of the Fantastic Four, and then other superhero teams affiliated with the two that I just named. Now, a lot of folks didn't really know who Black Panther was until the late great Chadwick Boseman played him for the first time 10 years ago in Captain America: Civil War. And then really less than 2 years later, he starred in his own movie in 2018, and he starred in Avengers Endgame, or Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. And then, sadly, in 2020, he succumbed to cancer. But Black Panther is one of my favorite superheroes. It has been one of my favorite superheroes for a very long time. And I'm quite sure that I'm not the only one who loves Black Panther very much. I'm quite sure there's a lot of y'all who do. Alright, this is a Black Panther comic hero tee. And if you would like one just like it, you can find them on comicheroshop.myshopify.com for $20. Alright, here's the road ahead for the show. On next week's episode, episode 566, I'm celebrating the 85th anniversary of Wonder Woman. And then on episode 567, in anticipation of the forthcoming movie, I'm showing some love to Supergirl. Then on episode 568, I'm celebrating the 85th anniversary of the Sentinel of Liberty, Captain America. Alright, if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome, and as soon as you're done, hit subscribe. If you're watching this on the Comic Book Lovers Facebook page, welcome, and as soon as you're done, hit subscribe. If you're watching this on Louisiana Delta Content Careers Facebook page, welcome. As soon as you're done, go on YouTube, hit subscribe. And if you're watching this on Buzzsprout, welcome. And as soon as you're done, hit subscribe. Alright, I'm Victor Nolly on the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 566. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and Wakanda forever!